Hello, everyone. Today, I invite you to pause and reflect on the idea of tradition, a concept we often hold in high regard without truly questioning its origins or relevance. Consider this: none of the traditions we celebrate today existed generations ago, and even when they did, they weren't necessarily as noble or unblemished as we might imagine. The practices of the past were, in many ways, flawed and incomplete. I'm not suggesting that we should dismiss our traditions or disrespect the legacies of those who came before us. Rather, I encourage you to look at the very notion of tradition with fresh eyes. Ask yourself, are the customs and rituals you cling to truly ancient legacies passed down unaltered through time? Or are they perhaps constructs that have been reshaped and repackaged to serve current purposes? Think about it. When you examine the traditions that surround you, you might begin to see that their real value lies not in their historical authenticity, but in how well they reflect who you are today. The true grift isn't in the traditions themselves, but in the claim that they are inherently yours. It's not so much about what these traditions are in a historical sense, but whether they genuinely belong to you and your community. Imagine if we took a step back and evaluated our traditions not by their supposed age, but by their ability to speak to our current lives and ideals. What if we viewed tradition as a dynamic conversation between the past and the present, a dialogue that we have the power to shape? In doing so, we free ourselves from the pressure to conform to an idealized and sometimes manipulated version of history. This perspective doesn't demand that we abandon our customs entirely. Instead, it offers us the freedom to choose what resonates, what inspires, and what truly represents our values. When we critically assess our inherited practices, we're not rejecting history. We're reclaiming it, adapting it to build a future that feels authentic to us. So, as you leave here today, I challenge you to reconsider the traditions you hold dear. Are they genuine expressions of your identity, or have they been selectively passed down, perhaps even reinvented, for reasons that no longer apply? Embrace the possibility that tradition is less about blind allegiance to the past and more about the mindful creation of your own cultural narrative. Thank you for listening.